A Turkish court has freed American Pastor Andrew Brunson, who's been jailed in Turkey for over 2 years. He returned to his home in Turkey today after being released, and Brunson was caught in the middle of a diplomatic dispute between Turkey and the U.S. He was being held on charges of terrorism and espionage stemming from an alleged 2016 coup attempt. CBS News Foreign Affairs correspondent Holly Williams is in Istanbul for us. So, Holly, give us a sense. Why was Brunson released, and what do you think is next for him?
Well, Andrew Brunson, an evangelical pastor from North Carolina, was detained here in Turkey for 2 years. And today, a Turkish court actually sentenced him to more than 3 years in prison, but then he was released, given time served. Now, Brunson was accused of both espionage and terrorism following that failed military coup here in Turkey back in 2016. Tens of thousands of people were arrested or fired from their jobs in the crackdown that followed. The US government said that it saw no credible evidence that Pastor Brunson had done anything wrong. Pastor Brunson certainly denied the charges against him. Andrew Brunson lived here in Turkey for more than 20 years. He speaks fluent Turkish, and he led a small evangelical congregation in the city of Izmir. Now, he was moved from prison to house arrest back in July. There was a lot of pressure brought to bear on Turkey by both President Trump and Vice President Pence. In August, the US slapped sanctions on 2 very senior Turkish officials and later doubled tariffs on Turkish steel and aluminum. That helped spark a currency crisis here in Turkey, and relations between Turkey and the US did seem to be at breaking point. This release today will presumably go some way to improving that very important relationship. Now, we were in the courtroom back in April on Andrew Brunson's first trial date, and this has very clearly been an ordeal for him. On that day, he was quite emotional. At one point, he broke down. He is expected to very soon fly home to the US with his wife, Noreen. However, at this point, we're not exactly sure when that will be. Rena?
Holly Williams in Istanbul. Holly, thank you.